Before I say a single thing about milestones, I need to be direct about something important. Every baby develops on their own timeline. That timeline is healthy. That timeline is valid. There is no trophy for the earliest roller in the playgroup and no penalty for the last one to walk. But, and this is a genuinely meaningful but, there is a significant difference between passively letting development happen and actively creating the conditions that support and accelerate it. The research on this is not ambiguous. Babies whose daily environments are rich with the right kinds of interaction, floor time, language, and sensory variety consistently develop faster and with stronger foundations than babies who spend most of their awake time in bouncers, swings, and carriers watching the world pass by. This video is about becoming that environment, not by pushing your baby, not by stressing about timelines, but by understanding what actually supports development and making it a deliberate part of every ordinary day. Let us go through the four big areas: physical, language, cognitive, and social emotional. And for each one, I'm going to give you a specific example of what support looks like in real life and what it looks like when it is missing. For physical milestones, make the floor the non-negotiable default. Here's the most common pattern I see in families with babies who are behind on physical milestones. The baby spends most awake time in a bouncy seat, a swing, a mamaroo, or a car seat that has been brought inside. All of these devices have something in common. They are inclined surfaces, and inclined surfaces do the work that your baby's muscles should be doing. Real life example. Consider two babies, both 4 months old. Baby A spends most awake time in a bouncy seat because the family discovered it stopped the fussing. Baby B spends most awake time on a firm, flat floor mat on their back and tummy because the parent read about the importance of floor time. At 5 months, baby A has not yet rolled. Baby B rolled at 4.5 months and is already showing early signs of attempting to sit. The difference is not genetics. The difference is opportunity. Floor time on a firm, flat surface, back line, and tummy line is where your baby's muscles are working against gravity, failing, adapting, and strengthening. A mat on the floor costs almost nothing, but the investment it returns in motor development is enormous. Practical action starting today. Set a simple rule. Every awake period that is longer than 20 minutes starts with at least 5 minutes of floor time. Build from there. Make the floor normal. Make the devices the exception. For language milestones, become the most enthusiastic narrator your baby has ever met. Here's a challenge for you. For the next 24 hours, try to notice how much or how little you actually talk to your baby during routine care, during feeding, during nappy changes, during bath time, during walks. Most parents are surprised to discover that these routines, which happen multiple times every day, are almost completely silent. They're doing the tasks efficiently and quietly, but they're missing the single most powerful language building opportunity available to them. Real life example. A speech therapist described observing two families. In family A, nappy changes happened in about 90 seconds of silence. In family B, every nappy change involved a running commentary. Okay, here we go. Let me get your legs. Oh, look at these chubby legs. Now the nappy. Up we go. There you are, all clean. Baby B had 18 words at 12 months. Baby A had 4. The difference was not intelligence. The difference was word exposure during ordinary moments that family A treated as tasks and family B treated as conversations. Your voice is your baby's language curriculum. It does not require special time carved out of a busy day. It requires narrating the day you are already having. Bath time, grocery run, car journey, meal preparation. Every single one of these is a language lesson if you narrate it out loud. For cognitive milestones, introduce novelty regularly and deliberately. Your baby's brain builds new neural connections fastest when it encounters something new. New sounds, new spaces, new textures, new faces, new visual environments. Novelty is the trigger for neural growth. Real-life example. A family who lived in a small flat worried that their baby was not getting enough stimulation, but every week they went to a different park. Every Tuesday they visited a grandparent with a different smelling home and different sounds. Every Thursday they did a grocery run where the parent narrated every vegetable, every person they passed, every sound in the shop. That baby's cognitive development at 9 months was assessed as above average, not because of expense or effort, because of deliberate novelty in ordinary outings. You don't need enrichment classes or expensive educational toys. You need variety. The same four walls every day produce less neural stimulation than a walk in a different direction or a visit to a place with interesting sounds and smells. For social and emotional milestones, respond fast and respond warmly every single time. The speed and warmth of your responses to your baby's cues is one of the most consistent predictors of social and emotional development in the research. Every time you respond to a cry before it escalates, follow a gaze, smile back at a smile, or mirror an expression back at your baby, you are building the neural architecture for empathy, emotional regulation, and healthy attachment. Consider two scenarios. In scenario A, baby cries. Parent finishes what they are doing, checks social media for a moment, then goes to the baby, about 4 minutes later. In scenario B, baby cries, parent comes within 60 seconds, always, every time. The baby in scenario B develops a fundamentally different expectation about the world. The world responds to me. I matter. I am safe. That expectation shapes everything. And for all milestones, the most uncomfortable truth of this entire video, studies show that when parents are on their phones during face-to-face time with their babies, the frequency and quality of serve and return interactions drops by as much as 40%. Your baby does not need you to be entertaining. Your baby does not need you to be performing. Your baby needs your face, your eyes, and your present attention. 30 minutes less phone time during your baby's alert awake periods produces a measurable improvement in interaction quality. Not a guilt trip, just the single most powerful lever you have complete and immediate control over. You are your baby's greatest developmental resource. Not the toys, not the classes, not the apps. You. Your floor time, your narration, your novelty, your consistent responsive presence, these are the ingredients of accelerated, confident, healthy development. The families whose babies thrive are not the families with the most equipment. They are the families where the parent shows up, gets on the floor, and talks out loud. That's available to every single parent watching this right now, including you. Subscribe for more practical guides. Share this with a parent of a young baby. I'll see you in the next one.